Yo, yo, yo. So this is the Born Free podcast, hashtag kicking balls. This is one shaman. I just realized I never introduced myself. Maybe I should start doing that. Anyway, apologies for the audio. The audio was trash. Yeah, so I don't want to give you the technical difficulties explanation, but yeah, technical difficulties. But it's a brilliant podcast, kicking balls. You know the team was here, so that is that. This is just a disclaimer to say that the audio is trash, and please forgive us. It will probably happen again, but forgive us anyway. And now I bring you kicking balls on the Born Free podcast. Ciao. Cool, and we're live. It's the Born Free podcast, kicking balls. I'm not doing numbers anymore. Let's go.
What's going on?
I really don't care anymore.
What to do we here?
What's popping?
How you doing, one?
I'm awesome. How you guys doing?
Dude, I'm great.
I'm
great.
actually better. Man, I'm actually better than I thought I'd be. Dog.
You're better
But
than people expected.
you guys did play Man City.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, dude, it was just one of those, bro. I think the Chelsea, what Chelsea did to United,
Made you happy.
A lot better, bro. I admit it a lot better. I was
Can I just say this? Thank you, Chelsea.
yo, yes.
I just love it when
Thank
United
you,
lose.
Conte.
Wait, do you like when United lose or when Mourinho loses?
Nah, I love Mourinho. I've already admitted on the show that I love Mourinho. I just hate United.
It's so sweet when United.
I'm just gonna swap these out now.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah, we're just
Well, I'm
swapping
coughing, so
mics.
it's not gonna make a big difference, guys. In case you're wondering, I have a chest infection, hence my cough.
Cool. So you can actually
Please
use it as a
breathe
handheld,
with me.
rather. Like just hold it.
Handheld.
No, but I wanted to just move it. No, but now I don't wanna. I want it like chill.
So we are
Yeah.
here on the show and we are
Busy
adjusting mics and
busy
everything.
fixing mics.
Ooh, it comes out.
Wow.
Wow. Let's get into football.
So let's get to it. Mo is fired.
No, Moyes hired.
Tired. Welcome back, chosen one.
About a year.
One more space.
So I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, save that piece and edit it. Sack.
Put it on.
Because you got 6 months, huh?
What is it? 6
He only got 6 months. He only
Yeah,
got 6
until
months.
for him to go back to Everton, yeah?
Technically, something like that.
Is the luckiest man alive.
You know, it's
How do-
Moyes' CV and just walks into Premier League.
no, but it's so nice to leave a job and travel all around the world
Full circle.
and come back to your job. Like, he will end up at Everton. I am so sure of it.
Do you know his Man United contract should still be running?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for a year.
Yeah.
That was a
He-
shock.
he
bro.
still have
Who
a-
sent that stat?
That was me.
Yo, I
So,
was shocked.
so he signed a contract at Man United until 2019. In that time he's been to Real Sociedad, also United obviously. He's been to Sunderland, now
Yo,
West Ham,
guys, can I ask
and there's still a year left on his Man United contract.
Still a year for him to cock it out.
And go to Everton.
Within that contract.
Because Everton don't have a coach, is it?
Just,
Unsworth still caretaker.
But guys, can I ask a question? Like, not to even sound like bad to David Moyes, but if he had stayed for 6 years, Man United could have been probably relegation contenders.
Nah,
Bro,
Nah,
trash, but
Not
bro.
relegation.
not relegation.
They would have
Bro.
been 8th, 7th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Guys,
that position.
can we be honest? Mkhitaryan would have never come. Pogba would have never come. Bailey would have never come.
Yeah, but
Hyper
United
signing would have
been
never come.
relegated. Regardless
relegated,
of the players that they
though.
have. United wouldn't have let that happen.
Yeah, they would have finished 17th.
And David Moyes is a mid-table coach.
Yo, but he did well with Everton. Shame.
He's a mid-table coach.
He did well with Everton, but he didn't
Everton,
win
yeah,
anything.
Yeah, he's a mid-table coach. He did well for Everton because mid-table for Everton is good.
And he overachieved.
He finished fourth.
That's he overachieved.
In one season.
In one season.
He finished fourth.
That season.
And then he was the chosen one. Shame.
Chosen one, dude.
Ish.
But David Moyes, everybody keeps going on about like this is his last chance, and I'm like,
It's not.
It's not his last chance.
No,
Everton-
can I
back
ask you
in-
something?
No, Everton.
I mean,
his last chance.
I'll tell you why it's not his last chance. Because who else is there?
That's another thing, dude. Like,
Yeah, fair point.
It's not his last chance.
as far
guys.
as British managers.
Exactly.
no, but you know what's funny is that they were talking about on this other podcast in terms of like how the English league doesn't give opportunities to young.
Oh, so you
Oh,
listen to
I-
other podcasts and not our own.
I do
read.
listen to our own. I mean,
Yeah, I think did I read that? I think about how the people blocking young English talent in terms of managers are not actually foreign managers.
It's English.
And
You
here's
know,
what's funny is that,
and the Allardyce
And the Moises.
and the
Moyes
funny
is-
thing is in Spain and in Germany they're giving these young coaches a chance, man.
Because I think
Like,
there's a philosophy of development in those
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, it needs to come to a time where we do change over and we do develop. Like, you can't keep relying on these old guys. Like, come on, give the other people a chance.
Because I was shocked to find out the Hoffenheim manager's like 30 years old, huh?
Yeah,
30,
he,
31. That's
he's
young, bro.
He started when he was in his 20s.
Can you imagine? Dude,
First team
and
coach.
He won manager of the season last season.
Yeah.
I mean,
in English football, there's this
Sure.
trigger-happy mentality as well. Just, firing, and that kind of does ruin your reputation.
Yeah.
Like, if you're always getting fired, you're not given a full season. Like, it's normal now to not give a manager a full season.
is it money? That
No,
plays a
it's
role?
just because it's
money.
easy.
It's money too. Let's be honest, because there's just so much money in the EPL.
Yes, there's a
So
lot.
much money,
There's a
there's
lot.
so
They
much to
c-
risk.
you can't afford to
Yeah,
drop
you
out.
can't- Exactly, right?
Yeah.
If you have a chance, especially like managers who have, not necessarily managers, clubs that have a chance to be in the Premier League and stay in the Premier League, that becomes a huge drop down in terms of cash that you lose and that you gain if you stay or leave, respectively. So I think that also kind of counts. The
Guys,
FA
can we
as
all
well.
just check that our phones are on silent? Because both of you.
Sorry,
Oh,
mine's on silent now.
Sorry,
I think
Shavat.
also the FA aren't, well, the English FA aren't the sternest
Yeah.
of
No.
football associations.
But
At
like,
the end of the day, if you're going to throw money at something, throw it.
but for me, it's one of those, like, it seems like EPL places so much emphasis on winning the title, while like other leagues focus on like the future of the country.
the national
future
team.
of Germany,
But
the
that's
future
what-
of
that's what
Spain,
makes
the future of
the English
Italy.
Premier League different, because it's so diverse in terms of cultures and different countries playing within it. You don't have. It's not the English Premier League because it's the English clubs.
Yes.
There's so much foreign money in
Sure.
those clubs. There's so much foreign players in those clubs. There's so much foreign coaches and captains and whatever in those clubs. That's why they don't actually care. Whereas with the Spanish leagues and stuff like that, you're developing because it is the Spanish league, because there's still majority Spanish players.
And that's why England haven't won anything since 1966.
Amen.
Yo, is that far back? Damn, that far
It's no
back.
longer about, like, it's all commercial. Like,
Yeah.
just look at ownership structure in the English Premier League, top 6 clubs.
It's all
Right?
about
Like,
the money making,
it's
man.
money, it's commercial. It's football is kind of second if you really think about it. That's a bold statement to make, but if you really think about
No,
it,
it is. Look at
football is
Arsenal.
second.
It's about the
That's
green.
The reason why Arsene Wenger, and I'm sorry to say this, Shakes, but the reason why Arsene Wenger is still the coach of Arsenal is because he makes them money.
Yeah.
He trains brilliant players and he sells them. He doesn't have to pay for players to come in because he's got a youth team that's blossoming year in and year out, and he just sells them and he makes them money. That's all it has to do. And sorry to say this, dude, but when Roman
Yeah,
Abramovich bought
Chelsea.
Chelsea,
Oh,
he
yeah.
changed the league. He changed the way English Premiership was all about. And then came in the Qatar money
Yeah.
from like the Arabs and stuff like that for Man City. It changed everything. And Steven Gerrard actually speaks about this in his book. And once that foreign money and that foreign ownership came in, the English Premier League was never going to be the same.
But to be fair to Chelsea and City, they also showed that if you throw money at it, you can actually improve the football and improve the standing of the club.
Of course, because it
So
is still the best league.
they didn't necessarily, make it a bad rapport in terms of the league and in terms of the clubs. They also developed those clubs.
No, of
Chelsea
course.
is a bigger club than it was.
But because
Exactly.
of-
I
of
remember
but because of
that
foreign
day.
talent though.
Because of foreign talent. And
Because of
because
foreign
money,
talent, though.
Right. So if you put money into a club, it kind of helps that. And same thing. It's not as commercial. It's not as a bigger story. Clubs like Stoke, clubs like Leicester, clubs like even Watford. Right. There's money in those. That's foreign money. They're just not City. They're not
Yeah.
challenging for titles.
Yes.
They're not Chelsea. Right.
But they're still there to make money. Regard.
If we're honest, these are clubs that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
because
mean-
of that money,
Like, if you look at Leicester, the reason why they can fire their coaches without blinking about it is because they're sitting with time money.
exactly.
That's all it is. And by no means am I saying that it's a bad thing that this foreign money has come in and that the foreign players are playing there, because it's just made the league that much better. But that's why the English Premier League is the best in the world. But what I'm saying is, don't expect that to show what England can do, because it's no representation
Definitely.
whatsoever.
And I don't think any league can. Spain might argue, but I don't think any league can have it both ways.
No.
Like, be commercially global, be like the big commercial powerhouse in terms of sports, and also be a force as far as competitive football. Right? Spain might argue that.
Yeah, Spain
But-
will argue that. Spain will argue
No,
that.
but
But
even
they're
if
not-
you remember,
there's two clubs. in Spain.
Yes, but also if you remember going back to like, sorry man, if you go back to like early 2000s when Raúl used to play for Real Madrid, original Ronaldo, Figo, that team of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid were the best in the world because they had money to pull those players.
Yep.
It always boiled down to money. It wasn't because they had talent, it was because they had the money to buy those players. And that's why they were above everyone else in terms of Champions League.
And to be fair, it's still the same. It's still the same case now.
Look,
Yeah.
man.
Like the Galacticos era is still prevalent because they don't develop that many. Like players like Asensio, which you can argue.
Who's going to be incredible.
Exa-
That boy has such a future.
But that's how many players? Like Asensio and who?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Real Madrid, born and bred.
But
Player-
they're not born and bred Real Madrid guys.
He's not born and bred.
But they bought him at a very young age. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, developed. Yes, developed. Yes,
by then.
yes.
There's not a lot of players that have made their way into that side.
No.
Look,
But a case in point of buying your wealth is PSG. Look at
going to
them.
be the biggest.
Look at
probably
them
the
this year.
biggest
They
club in
spent,
Europe
they
in the next
literally,
10, 15 years.
they
Yeah.
threw
That is
money
possible.
and they brought in the players and look at what they're doing in Champions League.
Same thing with City. Look, City from the women's league to the Premier League 2 to under 18s. They trying to dominate the
Everything,
entire
yeah.
part of the league.
I just want their name everywhere.
Exactly.
If their name is everywhere, it's commercially viable for them.
And
It's
that's
like
where-
it's
and that's where football should be going.
But
Yeah.
But for me, what I'm saying is that maybe it's because I'm South African, maybe it doesn't hit me that hard.
Really?
But if I was
Sundowns?
English, no, but if I was English, no, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, we have our own politics.
I mean, Patrice is literally
Politics
top
and
10
all that
Forbes
stuff.
in the world.
for sure.
He is one of the richest men, and that is why Sundowns is as successful as they are because they can throw money at players.
For sure, but I mean, England is just in a bad place, guys. That's what I'm just
what
saying.
like the national team.
Like the national team English players. Like if I'm a mom and dad and I'm in England and I get a son, like the chances of him not
If you're a
playing.
mom and dad,
If
yo,
I'm a mom and snap. If I have a wife, if I have a wife, and like my kid will, the chances of him playing is so very like it's minimal. He'll play.
it's not minimum.
The chance of him getting to. Apologies for that. We cut off. So Slaven Bilic, guys.
Yo, how did we start that conversation?
You don't even have to start it.
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
No, I
No.
wasn't surprised. It was coming.
But for me, I still don't rate him as a bad manager after everything that happened.
I don't, and I don't think that he deserved to get fired after the Liverpool game because, like,
Yeah.
You're going to lose against.
you're gonna lose against Liverpool,
Or
especially when
I'm
Sadio
joking.
Mane.
but
No,
bruh.
if
Lose
Sadio
like
Mane
that?
is having the game that he is
Yeah.
having, that he had on Saturday.
Yeah, actually lose like that.
Mane was on fire.
Damn, lose like that.
So Moyes, anybody have faith in Moyes?
He's the chosen one.
This is the chosen one, man. Oh, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think he'll keep them up.
My worry is David Moyes is known
Where
for
are they
his
on the log?
defensive abilities.
They're in the relegation zone. They're in
Yeah.
18th, I
Bottom
think.
3, 18.
Yeah, I don't know. David Moyes has never been known
point
for his defensive
from-
abilities.
I think
Bournemouth
let's
who's
see how
17th.
because I haven't watched David Moyes coach a team in a while.
Sunderland.
I didn't watch that, guys. Remember, I worked weekends.
And another
So-
thing about Moyes, sorry to cut you off there, Siobhan, but another thing about Moyes, how he stepped into Sunderland was so uninspiring. His first press conference goes in there, we're in a relegation scrap.
Yes,
And that was
Yes,
at the
we're
beginning
go-
of the season.
And I'm
there.
like,
and he did
oh,
say
what
that. Oh,
the
he
fuck?
did. Yo, and he
I want
did
to
say
see
that.
his first press conference.
yeah,
at
now,
West Ham.
like with West Ham, like that already. You
No,
d-
but to be fair, he has a lot much. Like he has
A lot
better.
much.
Yeah, just hold on. He has better players than he had at Sunderland.
yeah, but still. So,
think-
so how does he come out now? Like how?
It's going to be tough, but I'll do the job. I'll keep
no,
us up.
he will actually start saying we're in a relegation battle. Because to be honest, you are.
If I'm just a reader, I look at Moyes and I'm like, dude.
Man, you're that guy. You're that guy at Man United. I know you.
I look at
Did Hernandez play?
Yes.
otherwise?
And it's like, he did.
Yes,
Moyes-
because
sold by
Alex
Louis van
Ferguson
Gaal.
signed Chicharito
So
after the World Cup,
Chicharito
yeah.
looks at this guy and is like, you're that guy though, bruh. Like, bruh.
You again.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, you need a lift. I'm just trying to think, who does David Moyes lift as in terms of
Former Everton players.
Who are the former Everton players?
Oh,
of
wow.
this time?
Joe
Yeah.
Hart. He loves Joe Hart.
If you live Joe Hart, that's a start.
Joe Hart has played under better managers though, so he doesn't really
Yeah, but Joe Hart also this is the team that he's got, so he needs to start performing.
Well, I have to be very fair. So if I give Roy Hodgson a chance, I'll need to give David Moyes a chance. Let's see what happens.
Okay, Mr. Charity.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Adrian comes back. Does Joe play?
Definitely.
Hasn't Adrian been sitting on the bench though?
Has he? Was it Mr. Randolph? Randolph's been on the bench.
Oh, is
Yeah, I
it?
know Joe Hart plays, bro. My name is Joe Hart. You're Adrian,
And I'm English.
and I'm English. That's what.
To the review. First game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, but we've been talking, eh?
Stoke and Leicester.
What a game, guys! I watched this game. That was yo. I enjoyed watching
I
that
didn't watch
game.
any Saturday games. It was my birthday.
Happy belated.
Damn.
Thank you.
Claude Puel might be.
I think he might be onto something that Leicester. I'm excited.
Southampton.
I'm excited for him
Guys,
and Leicester.
let's give him time. It's like
Is it
two
too
games,
soon?
right?
2
2
games.
games. That's too soon.
Leicester anyway.
10th.
Title, my boy. No, I'm joking.
Yo, title, my boy.
They did it once. They can do it
Top
again.
half, I think
tenth.
they'll be happy with that. It's been a year of change for them.
Guys,
Literally.
can anyone tell me like what's Jamie Vardy's goal ratio? I mean, that
He
guy
has
scores
five for the
Against
season.
all
Liverpool
the
every
time.
time.
Bro. Like he scores. I don't know. For me, it's just
I think he's up
can't
to
be that bad. Dude.
He's up to 6 in the season. 6 goals.
No, I mean but I mean for Leicester, he's got a lot of goals for Leicester, guys. Yo, he's got a lot of goals in 3 seasons. That's a lot.
It's way too
That's
late.
dude.
If he was gonna move, it was gonna be that Arsenal season. Yeah,
Yeah,
where
for
Arsenal
some
was
Also,
reason-
I don't think Jamie Vardy would move. Like, they were the club that allowed him to play when he was under house arrest. And, like, after all of the girlfriend issues.
Yeah, he did.
But I'm glad he did though. Like if we had him, wouldn't have gotten like I said.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
to be
Fair
fair,
enough.
I'm glad we did, dude. Like, yeah.
Morata's on
oh,
7.
like that.
Yeah.
Salah is on how many?
He's on like 12
From a
in all the
midfielder.
competitions, bro. But 12 in all
All
competitions.
competitions, yeah.
That is amazing.
Cool. Stoke staying up.
Yep.
Ish.
Of course, I will still stick by it, man.
Shaqiri.
Also, I think I asked this. Stoke is the club for him?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I told you last week. I was telling you guys off air about Shaqiri. If you turned his career backwards,
Yeah. It
it's
would
like
be crazy.
it's incredible. It's incredible if you turn his career like
Yo, that's
the clubs that he's been
so-
at.
That's sad.
He's 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's not
still
that
young. He's still
He's
young.
not that old,
No
actually.
move.
He's got one more move left
I
in him.
think because he's stepped backwards with every decision he's made career-wise. Like, from club, he stepped down and then stepped down.
I think that was a smart decision to do with Stoke.
Yeah.
What, did he chose Stoke?
Yeah.
I guess for the way they play, I don't think so. But in terms of getting game time, yeah,
I think
definitely.
for
he
game
did.
time, definitely. But I don't think that he would be given time anywhere
A lot
else
of
now.
players don't do that.
Yeah, a lot of players.
They'd rather
A
eat
lot
bench.
of players will get forced
See.
to move. Like out of contract now, you get picked up
Yeah.
That for you is someone choosing the game over the
Exactly.
salary.
playing football.
Willie Caballero. Sorry, bro.
What about
I
him?
mean, if Chelsea comes calling me after City and I didn't play for like seasons and seasons at City, I'm not going to Chelsea, guys, because I'm like Thibaut Courtois playing all the time. Why am I not going? Why am I going to
No, but if
Chelsea?
Courtois gets injured, then you number one.
But also it was if Bravo gets injured, if Joe Hart gets injured, if that one gets injured, you're coming in, bro.
Where's Claudio Bravo?
He's on the bench. He's on the bench. Like
Former Barcelona number one.
when
bruh.
Willie Caballero
That's actually crazy to think it like that. To think
Yeah.
like that, dude.
but
Also, Barca, they attack so hard. You like
Yeah,
the
you
defenders
care
and the goalkeeper. Like
PK
they were
is
there
defender.
just to make men on the side of like on the pitch.
Senior defender, a senior pro.
I think what helps Barca is that they keep the ball so much that any keeper
Yeah.
would look okayly
I mean,
decent, bro. Like,
Tiki taka football.
Joe Hart
at
should
its
go to
best.
Barcelona.
Do nothing.
Exactly.
like Victor Valdez, guys. Everybody knew that Victor Valdez is not absolutely
I've always
outstanding,
said that.
but he looked great with all the clean sheets and the Champions Leagues
Yeah,
and
but
all
you must
that.
remember, like that Barcelona,
Here and there.
but that Barcelona was Pep's tiki taka Barcelona.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what we have
So,
the ball. We'll always have the
You
ball.
will
No,
never, ever,
Victor
ever. You have 3
Valdez.
seconds to get that ball back if you lose possession.
And then he
3
moved.
seconds.
Then he moved to Middlesbrough.
Yeah,
Yeah, then he
United.
moved-
and then he got exiled,
Then he got-
and then he moved to Middlesbrough.
yeah, moved to Middlesbrough.
Next game, Swansea at home to Brighton. Brighton is
Ish.
picking up points.
Hey, Brighton won this game, yeah.
Yeah, 1-0.
What?
Tammy Abraham missed a few opportunities. I watched that game for Tammy.
Jesus, you love Tammy, don't you?
I do. He's a Chelsea player. He's an academy product.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to be excited.
So do you watch Liverpool for Dominic Solanke?
No, but he's not coming back to Chelsea. Tammy Abraham is coming back to Chelsea.
You hope.
Yes.
No, guys. Tammy Abraham's going to be...
No, bro.
A striker for Chelsea.
Dude, don't say that, bro. Like,
What?
Dude, let's be honest. Roman Abramovich and all the coaches. Yeah, let's look at history. Like, fam, Tammy Abrahams is gonna come back and is gonna say, "So, guys, you think I can get my chance?" Yes, Antoine Griezmann, come. You are going on loan again.
Guys,
And
look
we'll
at
see you
Christensen. It's
again.
possible.
In Germany, he played in Bundesliga, didn't he? Yeah,
From
he was-
Mönchengladbach.
he's
No,
not
but
on
it's
that
still
level.
the same situation.
But Tammy Abrahams is not performing at levels where like Chelsea are like, should we recall him? I don't know. And he's played well at West Brom. He played. He scored a hat trick against United. No, like nah, bro.
Forget about it. He's a right-all.
Guys,
It's
Tammy
Tammy
Abraham's going to
Abrahams.
come back. I promise you. Mark my words. Hey, I said something very different earlier this season. I said something completely different about Chris Hughton earlier in the season, but I take it back. I think he's
You think it's good?
He'd be fired
by November,
by
and it's
November.
November now, and he's not fired, and he's doing
Who
pretty
said
well.
that, actually?
I said it. I said it. I'll put my hand up. I said it.
Well, that's
I
for
take
Chris
it back.
Hughton, man. I'm still waiting till the end.
Is it too soon to say that they're staying up?
I think Brighton are staying up.
I think it's too soon.
I think it's also safe to say that Brighton is there.
They're staying up.
it's too soon.
Okay.
They are but they are on a good
Shakes.
path because they're
They're just picking up points.
yeah, whether it's
Yeah.
1 point or 3 points, they are picking up points.
They
game
just need to
in
get to
and out.
40, then they're fine.
39 this season, I think. 39 might be the number this season.
And how many points are they on now?
They're let me see Brighton. Brighton in the
15.
top half. Yep, top 8. Then on 15 points.
15, yeah.
Blackpool?
And it's game week, what, 10, 11? 10, 11?
Yeah. But like I get Shakes' point because I mean
Anything can happen in a
anything
month,
can, and
yeah.
also look at where West Brom are.
Yeah.
And you know, and
You get on
Four
that
losses in a row.
Yeah, you
makes
get
a
on that
difference.
bounce where you just losing games and all. It's easy to end up in the bottom 3.
And here's how
I
funny.
think we jinxed with West Brom.
Yeah, look at West Brom. Yeah, we were saying this.
1 goal, 1 point, 1 goal, 1 point. That was it.
Now there's talks of Pulis, his job in question.
And yet, look how things can change. Like at some point, we're like, it's either Man United or Man City to win the league. Now it's
Now
like
it's just-
Man United might compete with Arsenal for top four.
That's
And Liverpool.
like
that might be
it could change.
Yeah, then end up in
Like it's
second.
Man City, yeah. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything.
We're not there yet, but
Must
like.
I turn this bus around and come fetch you?
No, I don't.
almost.
It's in fact when a season starts, it's too early to say anything before Christmas.
Dude, it's done. Bro.
Yeah, I'm.
What the title?
done,
It's
dude.
not
We
done.
were
dude.
saying that since
What?
we were
Okay,
saying
let me say.
Last year October, Chelsea were 9 points behind the leaders.
go.
Look what
It's
happened.
Here we go.
Look what happened.
I hate that argument.
Well,
Oh, like
and
this.
But I'm right.
You're
I'm
right. You're
And
right.
that's
It's,
funny
those
for
are
me.
facts.
For me, it's also like
Facts.
people who know football will know that this is not the same city as
This
last
is not
season.
the
Guys,
same
it's
city.
I know it's not the same city as
Yo,
last season.
Okay,
but
can we
it
come?
is still- it's
Okay,
possible.
But, okay,
Yeah.
but in all fairness, the closest team behind City are United. They are what, 8 points?
So
It's Tottenham.
8 points.
Yeah, so
So
it's
it's Tottenham
Tottenham.
as well.
Yeah.
And
Tottenham
then
might
Chelsea's
finish up.
9 points.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah, but
close.
if you look
Close
at
to
the way
what?
Everyone is
What's very
performing
close?
this-
City.
No, look at City.
That's
right?
what you guys talking about here?
Look at the way everyone below City is performing. No one is going to catch them.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and say this. Let's come to a consensus that it's City's title to lose.
Okay, I'll
Can we
go
all
with
agree
that.
to that?
That's
Ah,
the most
that's the-
political.
I
that's
can't
the-
Yeah,
give
political
it to City
correct.
so early.
I'll say that what you meant to say was it's done.
No, it's not done.
It's finished.
It can't be done in
City
November.
are winning it.
It
It's
can't be
done.
That's
in November.
but that's what I'm
It's
saying.
done.
So I'll go as far as say
Guys, I have hope. Guys, come on.
I'll go as
done.
far as to say it is City's title to lose.
It's done.
Also,
Dude, if they have 3 draws, Then it's on again.
And that would mean you'd have to win 3 in a row, and they must have
That's
3 draws in a
possible.
row.
I'm saying this
Wow.
too, like,
Guess what?
I'm sorry, but just because Chelsea beat United doesn't mean they're winning the
And guess what, dude?
Guys.
It's still
Like
not.
me saying because Liverpool
I can't wait to
beat
laugh at you
West
guys.
Ham.
Respect the champions, guys. Respect the champions.
It's also mathematically possible for Crystal Palace to win the league. Come on, guys.
No, but that's Crystal Palace. Come
Done.
on.
What do you mean it's Crystal Palace?
City, it's no way.
You said 3 draws for City and you winning 3 straight in a row. It's possible.
Like I said,
like
possible.
Crystal Palace winning the league. It's possible.
At the end of the day,
No,
we're
that's not
mathematically
guys. At the end of the day, we're debating hypotheticals.
Hypothetical.
But what is a fact?
It's
It
done.
is City's
To lose.
title to lose. That is
Yes,
a fact.
I'll go with that.
Yes.
I'll go with that.
Cool.
It's not done. It's not done.
Next game, Southampton at home to Burnley. I asked this last week. What type of team is Southampton? Where are they finishing? And this
and
game
they-
showed
they
me.
lost.
Okay, please explain
Where?
to me because what did you see?
I saw a Southampton that should be bottom half.
I disagree. I saw a Burnley side that is flipping strong at the moment.
Also, I'm having my
I'm seeing a Burnley side that will stay up.
Yes,
Ah,
I
no,
know
that's
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna go flipping strong.
I haven't
think they will-
identified
They'll have the
Southampton
same
yet.
bounce that West Brom is having right now.
Yeah,
That's gonna happen to Burnley
Yeah.
at some point.
at some point. So
Hypothetical.
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just saying Southampton are poor.
Yeah.
Southampton are not the Southampton
This Pellegrino
of
guy, I don't know
Pochettino.
about him, hey.
Yeah, that's
Of Ronald Koeman.
yeah. Southampton actually could find themselves fighting for relegation at some
Yo,
point.
guys, wait. Didn't you say there's worse of teams? Dude?
There are worst of teams,
Yeah,
but I'm saying they could.
Wait.
We're talking about form here. Three losses in a row puts you down there.
For sure.
Like it throws you
Are they
in the
3
mix.
losses in a row, though?
No, I'm not saying they
Oh,
are. I'm just saying I can see them losing 3 in a row.
Sure.
Like after watching this game, or second half of this game.
What happened to Gabbiadini, guys? Came in, lit up the Premier
What happened
League
to
and
Michu?
then Michu. Isn't like the 4th division of Spain. Or something.
It's the same thing. You come in,
Light
score
it
some
up.
goals, light it
I
up.
got the best one, Papi Cisse.
Yo,
That guy
that's
came
okay.
in and lit it up, bro.
And but that was like for one season. Next he was dry.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like you get on that run, man. It looks good. You get these links. Oh, linked to Chelsea, linked to this, and then your true colors show.
And it worked for Demba Ba at least. He went to Chelsea.
And now he's playing in Turkey.
Like Remy.
But Loic Remy had ability.
Shame.
Let's
Look, they all had ability. What do you mean?
No, but
They
Loic
all had ability.
Remy in France scored goals, guys. Like
True.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he
He
did.
did.
Fair
He
I
point.
think you guys are so mean to players because you just sit here and you laugh at them.
We're talking facts, and they just happen to be funny, Siobhan. Sorry.
No, I find you funny too, but shame, you guys are mean.
No, we're not mean. We're not out here saying that they shit, and you know what I mean.
You're
We're
not
just short of.
saying
We're
that
just
they shit.
slightly short of saying that they shit, but I mean.
One is
Guys, I wasn't
Fair.
laughing.
Gabbiadini.
Jeez.
He's still there.
Okay, so yeah, Southampton expectations.
12.
Bottom half
12.
somewhere.
Yeah, I think they're
I'm
the.
gonna say like
12.
15th.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised if
somewhere
they finished
there.
there. Yeah.
I think every season they'll just get worse and worse.
Until
And
they
then,
get
and
relegated
then
and
become
then-
a Sunderland.
Hopefully not. Sunderland look like they might be waiting for a while to get back to the Premier League.
Yeah,
Sure,
they're not coming
Van
straight
Dijk
back.
better leave soon, then, bro.
Van
While he's
Dijk
still hot
Sunderland.
property.
He
Sunderland, not
actually-
Southampton.
my voice is
While
gone.
he's still hot property.
Van Dijk actually, said last week I read that he's content at Southampton and is done flirting with Liverpool. So
Good for him because I like where he is because he's underperforming and his price goes down.
Of
yeah.
course.
I'm happy with that.
And guess what? It might
How
not
much
be-
did they want for him? Like 70?
70.
And guess what?
That has to be at least at 40 now.
Not
I've been watching his. It's not
20, 25, dude.
at 40 right now.
Yeah.
Free
It's at least at 40.
No, that's sad, eh?
Yeah,
It might not be Van Dijk come into the season, eh?
He might be
might
one of
not.
those names.
Liverpool might actually
whatever
look
happened to Van Dijk?
Yo,
Yeah, Liverpool might actually look elsewhere.
although maybe it's all a strategy thing, like let's not perform, then I'm not really interested, so my
But then
price
again, he
goes
does.
down, and then he goes.
Yeah, and then again, he's coming back from an injury. To be fair to him, but his performances haven't
Was
been
it
good.
an injury or an injury?
I think it was an injury.
That's
I think it was injured way.
Inverted commas,
Wasn't he
sorry.
injured way before preseason even started?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was
He was
Yeah, he
injured,
was
but then
injured.
he just wasn't playing as well because
True.
he didn't want to play, and then he was forced to train by himself, and then because he put in the transfer request, like he fell out with coach, and then only when the new coach came in did he start getting games again.
Oh, but then again,
Sorry,
man,
my voice
like,
is going.
but then again, Netherlands are not going to the World Cup, so
Shame. That actually is
That is
another.
the most
Yeah, that's
heartbreaking.
one of the saddest.
So like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, how is it that some of these countries have qualified and Italy and Netherlands haven't?
Yeah, it's about to be
I'm
lit.
just so sad that I won't see Janssen at the World Cup.
Ooh, Vincent
Are you talking
Janssen.
about Tottenham's number 3 striker?
You see your asshole mentality. Like, you're just so mean.
I really wanted to see him there, bro. Man.
But now we get to watch like new teams like Panama.
Oh crap! Iceland somewhere there as well.
Iceland.
They qualified, right?
Iceland just
Jesus.
lost
I'm not
to
joking
Czech
when I say
Republic.
Panama. Panama is in the World Cup.
Panama's in the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm
Good
not
for them.
joking.
Iceland just lost to the Czech Republic 2-1 today.
Yeah, wow. But they're going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Peter Cech is going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Really?
Peter Cech.
Hey!
Good
Of
for
course,
them. They
bro.
belong there. Actually,
I like it. He's a Chelsea legend, not because he plays for Arsenal.
Yeah, well,
I'm happy for
Next
I'm
game.
happy for
Just
Chelsea
say
legends.
Jurgen Klopp is in the country, guys. He's in Cape Town.
Is he gonna come see us?
No, so he's
Oh,
here
the charity
for
thing you
a
were telling us
charity
about,
thing
yeah.
for Hart Bay.
He's only in Cape Town. He's not coming to Joburg.
I think he might be at the game on Friday, the Bafana versus Senegal.
Oh, to watch
because
Mane.
Sadio
Oh yeah,
is playing.
Stadium.
Yo, but
Okay.
I mean, Siobhan, you're the closest.
Hook it up
to
there,
now.
Siobhan.
Hook it up, dog, yo.
I hope you're
Sorry,
feeling
sorry.
better by the time.
I am going to Polokwane, so I will be taking photos if I see him, and I'll send it to you guys.
Awesome
And I'll
stuff.
post it and tag Kicking Balls so you can see.
Kicking a ball.
You should hold that.
I should hold it. Kicking Balls with Jurgen Klopp.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
what-
I was going to say something else, but that's...
Say that again, Wadle.
Bournemouth at home. No, Newcastle at home.
Is Newcastle going down?
No, they're not. They're not.
Look,
I'm kidding. Hey, I'm kidding.
No, and it's a valid point. Like, if you lose, like, there's a certain position or a point where you can lose or gain form. Newcastle in a position where losing form is okay here.
Yeah.
That's a different factor. You lose form in December.
Or in March or something.
They have
yeah.
time to pick it up
You
again.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time to pick it up. Lose form in March.
I won't lie, man.
Has a bad month in March. We're talking a whole nother situation.
With the way all these these results are going, I really just want to wait till like it's closer to the end of the season. Before I say who's staying up and going down.
And
but-
who's winning the
But
title?
City's winning.
But that one, I'm sorry,
clear.
bro. That one is clear, bro.
It's not clear.
I think it is clear that City will win the title, and I think that it's pretty clear
I'm
that Crystal
sorry,
Palace will
dude.
be relegated.
I'm so sorry. Dude. I'm so sorry, dude.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Wait, what?
Like,
That
Oh, you were busy talking, so you didn't hear what I
Crystal
said.
Palace will get relegated.
Crystal Palace are going down. City are winning the title.
Okay.
Next game. Okay, so
Guys, I
Newcastle,
can't wait.
nothing to be worried about. Bournemouth, another win, 3 points. Well,
Yes.
one win finally.
Bournemouth.
Finally,
They're
Bournemouth
still in
are
the
waking
relegation
up.
zone.
Yeah.
Guys, an assist from a South African, guys. Take a bow.
Awesome.
Andrew Sermon. Take a bow.
Yes.
No, they're actually not. They're 1 point above West
I
Ham.
don't think he's not going to represent.
Yeah,
South
no, they
Africa.
called him up years ago. He said, I'm not going to play for South
He's
Africa.
nice.
Nope. Not
Cool.
not
Huddersfield
that
at home to West Brom. Back to
Huddersfield,
normal
a 10 man
ways. 1-0.
Huddersfield.
10
Yeah,
men,
10 man.
Yeah,
Did
so
they
I
win?
heard that.
Yeah, they won.
Huddersfield won.
Well done.
Well done.
I'll give. what?
And like I saw the highlights. I think I just got home when that game finished, and the goalkeeping coach. I can't remember the name of the goalkeeper from Huddersfield right now. Please forgive me.
Jonas Lossel.
Yes,
The
he
goalkeeper.
literally, like he hugged him, and then he like almost.
Oh,
dipped
David
him in
Wagner.
This, like,
Yeah.
in this like kind of like a dancing.
He
dip,
made 2
and then
brilliant
he, like,
saves.
made him lie on the ground so you could hug him some more. It was the most incredible thing.
Jesus.
It
Klopp
reminded
light.
me so much of Klopp. Yeah.
Klopp
That's
light.
dope. And I mean, and David Wagner, man, the nice thing about the Premier League, man, when it goes
But it
right
wasn't
for you,
Wagner, it
man.
was a goalkeeping coach, sorry.
Oh, it
is
wasn't Wagner. Okay.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I'm saying for David Wagner, like, if it goes right for you, man, like, before you know it, you could be, like, managing a
Arsenal.
bigger club. A bigger club.
Well, I mean, he worked under Klopp there at Dortmund, so he's learned all of
He's
his
learned.
stuff from Klopp.
Yeah, I'm saying that's, I guess that's the
Yeah,
nice thing
I'm just
about
trying to
Premier
think
League, man.
what club he could manage.
Arsenal.
Everton
Arsenal.
Nah.
Arsenal
Would
looks
you
like
take
us.
him?
Oh,
Would you take
yeah.
I would not take him right now, but his
I think he
philosophy
could
suits
go-
us.
I think he would go
Yeah.
from Huddersfield maybe to an Everton. And
Everton
then
to
an
Arsenal?
I won't lie, I think
Yeah, I
his
think
philosophy
like we keep
suits
saying
Arsenal.
Everton to about every single person. Let's
And
be
just
honest.
'cause we won Everton.
They need anyone.
Like we keep saying we said Everton about Marco Silva.
I think we
Like,
could
it's
go
just-
Sean
Arsenal
Dyche.
now.
Like because another thing I think we might. Okay, let's pump the brakes on Everton. Everton aren't. They're not a top 6 club anymore.
Not this season. This season,
No,
right?
they're not a top
So
6 club.
we could potentially be talking in the next. Okay, maybe let's even say this season. We could potentially be talking about Huddersfield and Everton are supposed to be in the same type of position in terms of league standing.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? So next year doesn't make sense for a David Wagner to go to Everton.
Yes.
Is there as much money considering what they spent on the previous transfer window? Is he going to walk into Everton and say, I want this player or that player or that player?
No, he won't, but
Does he have better players? Yes.
Yes.
Does he have better players? Yes. But
But can he bring the best out of
Yeah.
the players that he has? Yes.
he can, but then what? If he brings the best out of the players he has, he still finished
You don't
7th.
need the big players to win a league, hey?
I know, but I'm saying he still finishes 7th.
But even though, like, if you're David Wagner, man, like, Premier League is not coming anytime soon, bro. So, like, calm down, don't worry, man. Like,
I know. I'm just
finishing 7th is like an achievement, bro. So
and then
like,
with the reverse with Huddersfield next year.
what about
Where does he
Huddersfield?
think he's gonna finish?
Ah, come on, Huddersfield next year. The memo's probably still the same. Avoid relegation. Like, come on. Like,
I get you 100%, right? And avoid relegation. But I'm saying, is there much of a difference in terms of achievement level?
yes. Because, like, when you go to Huddersfield next season, it's probably going to be, okay, boys, let's try finish 10th or 12th. But if you go to Everton next season, what is it going to be? It's not going to be 10th or 12th.
Yes, but if he fails, then what happens? He gets sacked.
Yeah, if he fails,
we
like
just saw with
any other manager, one
Exactly. Why not stay at?
at where it's
And
safe.
build them
Where it's
into a
safe.
club that was once Everton.
Look at Sean Dyche.
Yeah, but that's what's sad is that, like, it's almost as if you're saying, like, okay, Sean Dyche,
I'm
stay at Burnley
No.
because you don't have ambition, so it's fine to finish 12th or to finish 13th or something like
I'm
that.
saying-
It almost sounds as if like that, bro.
I'm
Oh, no,
saying is
don't worry,
going,
Pule.
no, I'm saying going to Everton next year does not make sense for him. Shouldn't make sense for him.
Perhaps
Next
not.
year,
Perhaps not.
like look at Sean.
But-
we're talking about a Sean Dyche's team who is.
But this is a vicious cycle. Why do you think Philippe Coutinho submitted that transfer request, bro? It's because Barcelona doesn't come all the time, bro. So if Everton comes,
Barcelona put him under pressure.
yeah, but I'm saying, but then he wanted to go to Barcelona, guys. Why do you think Thierry Henry went to Barcelona? Because those chances don't come all the time, huh?
David Wagner hasn't developed as a manager.
But let's be honest, also as well, is that Sean Dyche is probably still at Burnley because a bigger club has not come for him.
yes, and also
Yes.
he's developing as a manager.
No, but it's developing because no other bigger club has come. It's like me staying at where I am because no one else has come
Yes, but
to
that's-
headhunt me.
yes,
So you can't.
True, but that's still hypothetical. But
Yes.
what is true is that he's developed as a manager.
Yes.
He's developed a style of play.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? He's developed a club. He's developed players.
And wait
You know
up
what
and
I'm saying?
and-
David Wagner probably has a higher ceiling than Sean Dyche.
yeah. All I'm saying is, and then wait up until like I don't know, like a shark comes calling for Sean Dyche, and let's see what he does then. Then he might jump. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, looking at the history, not even the history, looking at the past 2 months and what's happening to managers when they fail.
No,
should
that's.
already be an indication for managers like Wagner, for managers like Marco Silva to say.
But this developing thing is slowly fading away, bro. Like
It is.
It is. So that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta take the moment when it comes, man. If Beyonce comes to me now, I'm leaving South Africa,
is
bro.
Everton a moment, guys?
It's a moment.
No.
It is a
The
moment.
history of
guys.
Everton is not a moment.
It's not,
I mean, Everton is a moment. The reason why I say
no,
Everton.
but like,
The reason why I say
Moment.
Everton is a moment is because they're in a slump right now. But when it comes back to next season and if they survive, we go back to the objective. What's the objective? We're gonna try and penetrate the top 6. That's what the objective is going to. It's not gonna change next season.
But that's not a-
let's try survive relegation.
That's not a moment, though. That's
It is a
that's
moment.
that's just.
what do you mean? I'm at a Burnley that's trying to like.
You know what I say when you say a moment, it's Pochettino moving to Tottenham from Southampton. That's a moment. That's
That is a
him.
moment. But now what I'm saying
never
is,
get that
but
again.
you're talking about the Tottenham that is as big now.
no,
Tottenham
even
back
Tottenham
then.
back then was
No,
like
but no, but Tottenham back then was like
wasn't it-
fifth.
wasn't
Was
it
like
Everton?
finishing fifth. Everton was finishing where? Sixth, fifth though. Where was Everton finishing?
As a club, looking at the budget, the money, the new stadium, like, you get what I'm saying? That there's more in play for him going to a Tottenham than him going to an Everton.
Yes, I get that, but where was Tottenham finishing when back then though?
But I'm saying the whole package. I'm not talking about.
So Everton's whole package is.
there's no package for Everton.
Oh wow, dude!
Everton's
Are we
whole-
saying this now because they're 18?
No, we're saying.
Ah, guys,
what did
damn!
Everton
Like
finish
is it?
last year?
Huh?
What did Everton finish last year?
They finished seventh, I think. man.
Seventh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they finished
Their
seventh.
ceiling. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's what I'm.
And that wasn't a bad season.
What it's it's not a bad
That's
ceiling.
what I'm saying.
There's other clubs that are better. But what I'm saying is
But
that
were we
like
not saying the same thing when David Moyes was there?
what?
That they were finishing seventh, and it was good enough.
That was
It
way
was.
good enough.
No, for sure. But what I'm saying is that when you're at Burnley, what is the objective? Just finish 13th or finish 15th and you're fine. But now if you go to Everton, the objectives are bigger. And maybe the transfer budget is a little bigger.
No, they're
and I'd
not.
like to-
Slight-
It's
They're
slightly
not that,
bigger, guys.
No, but they're not gonna. They're not
Guys,
aiming
Everton
to
is
win the
bigger
league.
than Burnley,
They're
guys.
not we're aiming to win the league. They're not
What?
aiming to win Champions
You're not
League.
aiming to win anything.
Who?
Everton.
Hold on a second, guys. Wait. They bought all these players now for what? To try get into the top 4. We all know this,
To try and
guys.
replace Lukaku.
They spent 150 million. Yes.
That's another reason.
But they spent 150 million pounds. And what were they saying? What were they saying? Yes, exactly.
Now
Don't
I'm
we
arguing.
sound healthy?
They're not doing that again.
What?
They're not gonna do that again.
Yeah, they're not. But obviously, it's baby steps to get back to where they were because obviously the project failed. But if John Dykes goes to Everton next season, it's not finish 13th and you're fine, bro. It's not that. That's what I'm saying. Is that like it's a moment, fam. Everton will come and it's a moment. If Beyonce comes to me and says, "Let's go to America," I'm out of here, fam. Like it's a moment.
Packing your bags and
I'm
leaving.
out of here, bro. Like,
Bags.
yo, man, I mean,
Bags.
Wasn't there just
So the whole Pulis talk about him getting sacked, is that too soon?
who?
Pulis, those talks about him.
That's
He doesn't play attractive football, hey? I struggle to watch West Brom.
It's
That's where the
English
Premier
culture-
League are as
English culture
well.
Gotta stop, fam. Like
it's,
The what-
it's
the what?
mostly
this English culture's just gotta stop.
Which culture? Which part of
What the
it?
clubs of just sacking.
Oh my man, what you mean it's gonna stop?
Goes and then what?
How many managers
Oh,
are gone?
hey.
Are gone now?
7 Bilic.
Two.
It's Bilic, it's Frank de Boer.
Rank the bull.
Who else?
Oh, and
Koeman.
Shakespeare.
And
Oh, shit,
Koeman. And
Koeman.
so that's 4.
Jesus, we're not even.
Remember, guys, can we relax?
we're not even 3
Wait.
months technically.
Let's give it
involved.
more context. I think we what 11 games.
We're
11 games
match day
in.
11, match week 11.
11. We're in a 4
It's not even
4
12
managers are gone
games.
already, dude. Yo.
Can we hold up, though?
But it goes back to what we're talking about the commercial appeal of England.
relax?
Everybody's panicking.
But they're panicking because they still want to check for next season, bro.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, like, you telling me Tony Pulis is not going to get you that check next
Oh.
season?
Yeah.
Come on, bro, relax.
I think also
Always.
it's West Brom should relax in terms of their expectations.
Like, bro,
Like,
you're playing a 38-year-old Gareth Barry, dog. Like, relax.
like, stay in the Premier League. That's
You ain't winning
that
the
should
league, fam.
yeah, that should still be the objective.
Stay in the Premier League.
Stay in the Premier League.
Finish as high as you can.
Finish-
No,
do
no,
your
no, no, no,
best.
no,
Do
no.
your best.
Stay in the Premier League.
Do your
Done.
best.
Done.
That should be the objective.
But it's also do your best. Like,
But I mean, for West Brom fans, like, wouldn't it be also like entertain your fans? Because
Entertain
No, but
what?
that's
Then you
the way
get out
West Brom
the.
have always played. They've always gone to do the bare minimum in the game. Get
And
one
also-
point, maybe a goal ahead. That's it.
Go play football and get relegated.
yeah, go play football, bro.
And see how it's like being a Fulham.
Frank at the ball.
See what it's like being a Fulham trying to get back into the Premier League. A Sunderland trying to get back. A Leeds. And Aston Villa trying to get. Go play football.
Blackburn Rovers.
Go play for Blackburn Rovers. Like look, the go play football is okay for top 8 sides. That makes sense. Go play football.
'cause they've
So
got-
attractive
so
football.
like an Everton.
Like an Everton. Go play
But look where.
But look where they are.
Fair enough. I
But
get you now.
I don't think.
Now, ask City what it's like to go play football.
You get what I'm saying? That makes it. Man United, it's fine for people to be on Mourinho's back and say, we'll actually touch on that, but it's fine for them to be on Mourinho's back and say, entertain us. But if you're a West Brom,
and
come on.
You're asking
We want for attractive football.
To do a step over, bro. It ain't happening, fam. Not a step over.
Next
fam.
game, the game that got Slaven Bilic fired. Liverpool 4, West Ham 1.
Yeah, but yeah, this game.
Can I just say,
Mane was on point, guys.
how
2 assists
does
from an
a
injury.
man come back from injury
And perform like that.
and was only set to play 25 minutes?
Yeah, and he didn't even perform at his highest ability.
No, but to that first goal that came from the West Ham corner, the pace
Salah,
between
Mane.
Salah
Did
and
you see?
Mane was
I was looking at Ox.
listen,
Did anyone see
had
Ox?
a game.
No, not even the game. That from that
Oh, I
run,
didn't see it.
like he actually took out one man by right. Like he made an alternative run and
So he
pulled a
pulled-
defender. Then it was just Salah and Mane. like I was looking. I was like, what?
I'm so excited for Ox because he's actually playing and he's
But
looking good.
We all know that Ox was a good, like a decent
Ox is
player.
a- Ox
He's
is a
a decent
good
I
player.
had my
performer.
doubts. Like I was like, yes, Ox, when we first signed him, and I was all excited. I think we. Were,
I think the price tag maybe.
No, I think I was excited because of the way that he wanted to come, and we were
Yeah.
recording that day that
Yeah.
we had signed him, and I was really, really excited. And then the way that he performed, and then like the Arsenal game,
The Leicester game was
and then the
trash,
City
B.
game and the Leicester game, and I was just like, why the hell did we spend the money on this player? Like, he's just not up to scratch. And the last 2 games, maybe 3 games in Champions League, I've been pretty like I'm eating my words.
Yeah, I think pace in midfield is another reason why we won this game. Like, I think if he's gonna play, if he's gonna play in that midfield, I think he's gonna be an alternative to Lallana. I think Lallana starts, but if we're playing teams that attack, that's Mane, Salah, Ox. That's kind of
I'm also really excited.
Pace.
because Lallana is playing his first game this weekend.
Was it behind closed doors
Yeah,
game?
Klopp has organised a game behind closed doors this weekend for him to play, and I'm really excited to him that because I think out of everyone in the squad, we've missed him the most.
A lot. Also, quick question: Lanzini? What's your take on Lanzini in the room? Is he
I think it's slightly underrated.
underrated player?
That
Yeah.
finish was class, bro.
Beautiful finish.
Yo, that finish was amazing, bro.
But he's been doing like stuff like that.
Yeah,
for
but
But that's what I'm saying.
couple of
Like, what?
seasons.
That's what I'm saying. He's underrated. Bro.
He's
I feel like
underrated. His free kicks are quality as
Yes.
well. I don't know if you've seen him take a
Yes.
free kick.
Anyone taking a chance on him?
Nah,
Top 8?
No.
Not yet.
Because he's underrated.
No, maybe at another league he'll take a chance on him, like Borini, but Borini is at AC Milan.
He's-
guys. What agent manufactures that is amazing. Right?
And AC Milan have some
Chelsea
money
to
coming.
Sunderland to AC
Liverpool.
Milan.
He played at Liverpool as
Oh,
well.
and Liverpool.
And Liverpool and to AC Milan, no, like I mean, so I think another leagues they'll give him a chance. Not here.
Maybe at like a Valencia.
Yeah,
or
not
maybe.
here. Not
like
here.
a Sevilla, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that you
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
but not here. Definitely not here.
Spurs at home to Crystal Palace.
Yo.
Sure.
That Wembley looks like a decent
guys-
stadium now.
But guys, like I don't know which misses worse. The
I-
Charlie Adams one or the Zaha.
Zaha.
Because
Zaha.
Zaha over the weekend.
Crystal Palace were actually really, really unlucky.
No.
Guys, he went past-
Quality showed.
Guys, he went past the keeper and it went wide. I was like,
He was 1-on-1. Like
Wilfried
he
Zaha.
had an open goal.
oh no, dude, like yo.
Guys, if Hugo Lloris doesn't play, like
But
target the keeper.
that stand-in keeper, what's his name?
Gazzaniga.
He's the
or-
third choice, right?
Yeah,
He was quite decent in the
he
game.
was quite decent.
It's
quite decent in the
He
game.
made 1 or 2 decent
Yeah.
saves.
Yeah, but you could also tell Eric Kane came back from injury.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
Like, how you could
Kinda
tell,
struggling.
Like,
And
that
then
guy
he
was.
had a bit of a hamstring pull at
He,
one stage.
and he went off.
He went
Yeah,
off,
he
yeah.
came off.
They have to take very good care of Kane.
dude.
Like that,
If they have
that's
any
not even a
chance of
debate anymore.
Finishing second.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly.
Like I said,
No,
and,
but
and actually doing something in the Champions League.
but like I said, it is very much Kane's Spurs. Like
Yeah, they really need to take care of
They
Spurs.
need him to be on point.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Like, as a team and as a player. So, although that being said, Son.
I was about to say it's not having Son on the bench. It's not that bad, is it?
He's one of the most underrated players in that entire Spurs side.
But even Son as well.
Son
Yo,
is-
Son is.
That
Like I said,
entire-
I would love to have Son at
their
Liverpool.
midfield is just, it's incredible.
I'd love to
Ah,
have
Son
Son
would
at
start for
Liverpool.
Arsenal,
Yeah, like
I know that.
and he,
He'll start for United.
and he's a professional. Like that's another thing. Like I never hear anything about him complaining. He just
Yeah.
goes in, scores goals, plays football, runs his ass off.
But isn't that the culture about Asian players?
Yeah, look at
Like,
Okazaki.
Yes, isn't that
Okazaki.
the
Like-
culture about Asian. Because like even when I saw like the Club World Cup, I mean the 2 Japanese teams that hammered our
Our
league champion Sundowns at the time.
Sandizi
You could tell like it wasn't ability, bruh. They were just running
performance.
for days. dude.
They're athletes. That's
So
another
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. Like even Son as well. Like he doesn't have like amazing dribbling,
But he has a
ability or no,
tank on
but
him.
he's an athlete. Yeah, he's an
He has a
athlete.
tank on him.
Just runs up and down.
Yeah.
Is
I
that?
was also
Can we stop with the Wembley curse thing?
Yeah.
Is that done?
That was
No,
done
not
weeks
Do you
yet.
still?
ago,
Oh, you
man.
still need
Not
to.
yet.
No, they
Okay.
What do you mean not yet? You're gonna be saying not yet, but then the new
yet.
stadium already, dog.
No, you know why? You know why I say not yet, right? You play against Real Madrid, you beat Real Madrid 3-1.
And then
I feel like that should be full
And then-
stop.
yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
wait. And then you played against Liverpool 4-1. That's fine. When Crystal Palace came in, guys, I mean, I was
Crystal
expecting
Palace
them to
put up a fight,
smash
though.
them,
But they
though.
won though. What you want them?
I was expecting.
They
them
still got
to
3 points.
smash.
Yeah, I was about to say
They still
like,
got 3
they
points
won,
at Wembley.
They played Real Madrid in the week that they played Crystal Palace.
but
Yeah,
they
that's
won
also
though.
another points
Kane came
away.
back from injury in that Real Madrid game, and he wasn't on full force in this Crystal Palace game, and he got injured again.
I'm not convinced.
So you're not on.
What do you need?
I'm not convinced.
You want them to win 4 points in one game, or what?
No, not that. I'm not convinced yet.
Them to get a win and a draw. A win in the first half, a draw in the second half.
And Shakes needs like a girl could be on top of him naked with her titties in. I'm here. There's something like
Nah, I'm not convinced.
Shakes.
Were you convinced about the next game? City 3-1.
That one I was convinced about. Like, I told everyone, like, before we played that game. Dude, I already knew about that game we were going to lose, guys. Like, I already knew. In fact,
But you don't know about the Wembley curse being gone.
not
Come
as yet.
on, please.
Not
That's the
as
same
yet.
thing.
Not as yet.
Nah, dude, Shakes.
I'm not fully convinced, dude. Not as yet. I really want to, but I'm not fully convinced.
Come on, dude.
I watched that game against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace had chances.
Did you watch the Real
but they
Madrid?
still-
The Real Madrid game, dude. Like they won at Wembley. Dude. The curse.
Convinced it has
The
to be.
monkey on their back.
If
That monkey is dead.
beating Madrid doesn't get the curse off, I don't know what the fuck will.
So I'm going to ask a question. The Real Madrid game against Tottenham, right? Was Tottenham that great? Or were Real
No,
Madrid that
it's like you
shy?
like
Wait,
that-
I want to ask.
Oh, shit.
No, I want to ask.
I'm gonna be honest and say
I wanna ask.
it doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
cool.
honestly doesn't matter.
They beat
If you
Real
beat
Madrid,
like
dog.
You, it doesn't matter. For me,
it doesn't. Liverpool beat Real Madrid 5-0 at Anfield. I don't care who was playing there. I don't care who was playing for Real Madrid. I give
I'm not talking
a
about
rat's
weaker
ass.
side or stronger side. I'm saying Real Madrid obviously look like they have problems. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
because
to a
we
point where
hold them to a high
Okay, so
standard.
wait. Tell me this. Arsenal beat Real Madrid 2-0
When?
at home.
If we did.
To exactly the same Real Madrid that played last week.
If we beat them 2-0.
Would
Are
you
you
be
gonna,
surprised?
Yeah. Are you gonna be asking me, was Arsenal that good?
Yeah,
or
that's
were,
right.
were Real Madrid that bad?
I'll definitely ask that.
Yeah, but
Really?
I would too because Arsenal are trash, B.
If
Arsenal- Yeah,
Because we're
if Arsenal,
in that.
yeah.
But I don't think
too.
he's saying these statements as an objective person.
Look,
Look, I mean, for real.
I don't want to go through the team sheet, but there were quality players on that Real Madrid side.
No, there were.
Cristiano
But now
Ronaldo
what I'm
played.
saying is that the way Benzema's
Falcon.
playing,
Yeah.
the way Benzema's playing this season, the way Ronaldo's playing this season, there's obviously problems.
But
that
we
Can I
always
just say
talk about
Benzema's always
quality
been
as
a
well, and let's be
passenger.
honest, there was
Anyway.
quality. We always have a conversation about quality.
Yes, we do.
And there was quality on that side.
No doubt.
And
but
that's
now you would be naive to think there's no problems at Real
No, I'm not
Madrid and
saying they-
everything's rosy and daisy.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that beating Real Madrid, even that Real Madrid takes a lot.
Yes, it does.
It takes a lot, and
For
then we have to give credit to Tottenham.
And I will
Can we
give them
just
the
can we
credit.
just
I'm
settle
not
it?
convinced
There's no Wembley curse. Let's move on.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm on that
Yeah.
bus.
Chelsea's
Not
not
yet,
winning.
but not yet.
We
Chelsea's
left him
winning the
behind
league.
for some reason.
Chelsea's
Because
not
he
winning
didn't
the
buy
league,
his
yeah.
ticket, now he must stay there by himself.
Okay, so can we talk about Man City and Arsenal? Is there
Wow.
something to
What,
talk about?
what, the league winners? Yes, we can. Yes, we can definitely talk about those. Definitely, we can
not
talk about
over,
the league
dude.
winners.
It's not over.
So as we're saying,
One penalty, one offside goal, yeah?
yes,
Yeah.
one penalty, one. But like,
I also fell asleep in this.
Like honestly
offside.
speaking, even if those things didn't happen,
yeah,
that game was-
we're losing that.
Can
game.
I just ask something like on the record? I know I asked you before we started recording. Why doesn't your record signing start big games? Like he's your record signing.
because Wenger's an
Because
idiot.
Wenger likes to be
Wenger's
the
an idiot.
center of attention when like a big game comes around.
Center of
He has
what
to-
attention?
He has to make like a sort of a big decision. I kid
Arsenal
you
fan
not.
TV
Watch,
attention.
we're
I think he
Spurs
like
next.
low-key loves Arsenal fan
Watch.
TV.
We're playing Spurs next. I tell you, like when I saw the Coquelin playing in the back as well, I didn't see that coming, and I was like, wow,
Coquelin has
bro.
been trash for
I
a
was
minute.
like, wow, bro. Yeah, no, I get
For
that.
a while.
But now for me, it's
For him to
you
start
played-
at the back,
You played it
in a 5, in a 3 or a 5,
It
a
was
3.
It was a 5.
It was a
so-
5.
It was a
Ish.
3/5.
3. Jeez.
But my thing is, you played El Neni centre back. You've played the Butcher at the back. Then,
played Monreal centre back.
Then yeah, you played, but Monreal did play
Oh, did
at
he?
the back. But now my thing is, we play against City. Then why don't you try El Neni or the Butcher? The people who played before at centre back. Coquelin was a new thing, guys. Like that was way too new.
And he
That
was
like,
been poor as well.
I was like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Like we've never played him at the back.
I don't know.
There.
Wenger's just...
I'm still trying to understand why he didn't play. Like
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
still on there. The Coquelin thing can come after.
Wenger's
but like,
funny,
like I
man.
said,
I don't
know,
know with
man.
Wenger. I think it's a whole. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something...
He tries to look like he's got this tactics going on, but then he turns out to be out. Like I
You'd
kid you
rather-
not, he's the type to like, we'll play Spurs at home next, right? And he'll start Giroud, and you'll be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Did he even start a striker? Who played up front?
Sanchez,
Sanchez,
a
yeah,
future
oh,
Man
yeah.
City player.
yeah.
Like, come on.
Giroud didn't even play.
No, Giroud didn't. But now my
Lacazette
thing
came on and scored.
But my thing is that like he plays Sanchez up front and he plays Iwobi. And for me, it's okay. I get the Iwobi thing because it's like you want someone to work hard and cover the distance. I would have went Lacazette. I would have went Sanchez, and I would have went Iwobi.
Exactly.
Ozil on the bench.
But even the fact that I like Iwobi, but even the fact that Iwobi starts for Arsenal
Yeah, that's
shows
sad.
that I don't know,
That's
Arsenal going
sad.
backwards.
Arsenal
And I like
going
Iwobi.
backwards.
I really do like Iwobi. I'm just saying it's not even the 17-year-old kid that they've been talking about him starting.
Maitland-Niles or
Oh,
Like
no,
that
you
guy.
mean Eddie Nketiah?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's 17. Am I right? in
yeah,
saying
he's 17, yeah.
Like, come on. Like
Yeah,
that.
dude.
That shows.
We have a 17-year-old on our bench. We didn't start him.
You loan 17-year-olds out.
No, we
And
have Ethan Ampadu. He was born in.
but he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's
He's,
not
playing
play-
League Cup. But
Exactly.
that's where he
You
should
gotta-
be
that's
playing.
where
but
he should
I
be.
get where
Yeah.
he's coming from. in
He
terms of,
shouldn't
like-
be.
And the fact that we've gotten to a place where now we play Coughlin in
And
the
centre-back.
centre back sort of role, and leaving at. I mean, I just
Even
didn't
calls
Who are
for-
your fit centre backs?
Even calls for Wilshere. There was calls for Wilshere.
Look, Mertesacker was not on the bench, so I think he got probably got a nick or something. Our fit centre backs is Rob Holding. It's
Jesus.
Monreal if you count him as a centre back. El Neni, Debuji.
Is Chambers back?
Wait, Koscielny also played, so Koscielny is
Is Chambers still on Arsenal football?
easy. No, well, I think he.
Where's
is.
Chambers?
But he's not part of the
Ask
first
the
team.
Arsenal fan, man.
Yeah, he's not part of the first team, man.
Jeez.
But it's
So you guys need to do something in the transfer window then in Jan.
dude, I hope
Yeah.
so.
Jan,
Oh, they play,
did you just say Arsene Wenger transfer window? Jan.
Jan.
In the same.
The only
Bruh.
thing you're gonna do is sell.
There's no one,
And
guys.
this is the same guy who sold Gabriel.
Hey,
on-
dude,
on, like,
there's
the last
nothing.
week
Guys,
of
January,
January.
If you
Arsene
play
Wenger?
Coquelin in centre back, surely you should be thinking.
He probably rates Coquelin.
you
No,
know
but
what's
in
funny?
centre back though, like
I think
I
you
think
should
you're
be
right.
looking at January like
I
need to
really
get
think he-
defenders.
I think Arsene Wenger looks at the squad and he's like, you know what, we probably won't win the league, but top four.
And
can
you
make
have
it.
that's
and
an-
already what we have now.
And
can
another
we
thing-
compete for top four. Maybe
Arsenal have two world-class players in the team.
That's
Ozil
it.
and Sanchez.
Yeah,
That's it.
But that's not even that's it. How many?
I think now that Bayern Munich are coming after Sanchez in January.
The United Ozil thing as well. I heard was is
Yeah,
that
the
what's
United
that?
Ozil thing. But I don't know, Mourinho. Why is he going after Ozil? It's not a Man
Well,
United
the-
player,
Mourinho
guys.
just wants to mess around with Arsene Wenger. He doesn't actually want the player. He just wants to cause issues.
United just like wasting
He's
money
not,
now.
he's not,
It's
he's
like-
not a Jose Mourinho player, dude. Like, okay. But
Probably
anyway,
not
he
even a
played under
player.
Mourinho at
He's
Madrid.
gonna have him make
yeah, he
Did he?
coffee.
But it's easy to play with Khedira and play along with Andy. But anyways, all I'm just saying is that we lost and I didn't expect anything of us. And we're not gonna do anything amazing, but we're
Top
gonna
four.
finish top four.
Everton at home to your beloved Everton at home to Watford.
Why do you keep doing that?
What?
What, guys?
Skipping the Chelsea game.
The Chelsea game is up next after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the last.
Well,
no,
Everton-
we got you.
Can I
But that's the
just-
highlight. That's the highlight of the weekend.
Why there was 12 minutes at a time at the end of that Everton game?
Someone got hurt. I'm trying to.
I didn't
who
watch
got
that game,
hurt?
so-
Gomez.
I just watched the last few
Gomez.
minutes, but it was a game.
Yeah, Gomez got hurt.
Is it Clive Levin? What? That
Calvin
guy-
Lewin.
Yeah.
Calvin
Dominic
Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
Striker, is
He's a
midfielder?
striker.
What's
He's a
going on?
striker.
He's a striker.
Oh,
He's a
so
striker.
I'm just like, fam,
Yeah,
what
he's
you
a
doing up front,
he's
bro?
a scrawny little lad, but he's a
He's
striker.
quick
Yeah,
as
he's
well,
quick.
man. He's
I
quick.
didn't think he was a striker. I thought he was like in the midfield. So
Yeah.
and everything.
Nah.
Watford threw two goals away.
Yo, but guys, is it,
They,
is it
they,
goals away.
Watford were leading 2-0.
2-0.
missed
When
the
I saw
penalty.
the score update and I was
I'm like,
Watford
what
leading
the
2-0,
hell?
I'm like, yo guys, Everton.
but guys, is it
Guys,
fair to
what's gonna
say?
happen?
Is it fair to say if Ronald Koeman was there, they would have lost that game?
Which game? That game?
Going 2-0 down, they would have lost.
Yeah.
I think so
Would
because
Ronald
I
Koeman
don't think Koeman would have made the subs that
Unsworth.
Unsworth made. Those subs looked like I don't give a fuck. Let's just throw people.
Yeah, let's just play.
They didn't look tactical. They didn't look.
I'm
they just
allowed
looked-
to use 3 people off the bench.
Yeah,
Use
that looked like
Guys,
a.
Niasse,
I'm not gonna be here any long. Like it's
Niasse is getting a chance as well. I mean, I'm happy for him, man.
No, but if he's scoring
he's
goals,
scoring
you
goals,
can't
and
not get a chance.
And not even just scoring. He's bailing you out.
Yes.
He's bailing you out
The,
of hard.
the last two he
bro.
scored were kind of bailouts.
The bailouts,
goals,
yes.
yeah?
But
Yes.
Everton were lucky to get those 3 points because Watford missed
Watford
that last minute
fucked up,
penalty.
and besides the penalty, that cleverly fucking woeful
Oh,
penalty.
That was not cleverly done.
That's a trash.
That's a
You got one.
I see what you did there, only man.
But yeah,
that's a Premier League winner there.
oh my god, yes, good for him.
But
But even before that, like
Yes.
you don't expect the Marco Silva side to be doing that. 2 goals up.
I didn't expect
Like
that too.
what?
Eh? I didn't expect that too, but like
Jeez.
there's and your guy scored Richarlison. What's his name?
Richarlison, yeah.
Richarlison, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the pick me up
Brazilian.
that Everton need?
I think so.
I think
It's a spirited comeback coming from 2-0 down to win 3-2. That's
Yeah,
like
that is very spirited.
it's sort of the game that kind of sort of confirms that like maybe they're not getting relegated.
yeah,
Maybe they're not.
I know they're not getting relegated.
yeah, that
I
talk
don't
is.
think they're getting relegated either.
Let's say they shouldn't get relegated. I think that's the word to say. Shouldn't. And then your team,
Alvaro Morata.
Chelsea,
Alvaro
1-0 United.
Morata is better than Lukaku.
We were
Sorry,
talking
let's
of-
go.
Yes.
We were talking on our way here with Shakes, and Mourinho buckled to the media pressure.
Guys, did you see-
Buckled,
Guys,
went full throttle first half, and
It was a very.
Did you guys?
game.
Did you guys
was.
see the way Mourinho was panicking when he went 1-0 down? He started looking at papers,
Yo.
looking at the bench,
Like-
looking at the field.
But this is
Look at
Dololo, looking at the bench,
This is how
Dololo.
the media is, because you would never ever see that if another team went a goal down. They would concentrate on the game.
Yeah.
This time,
They were like,
I saw
nah.
more Mourinho
Let's-
panic than I did of the action that was going on the field.
it's that signal that Mourinho
Yeah,
did.
against
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
That thing,
Now you're gonna have a microscope on you.
And the thing is, every time I see a Man United supporter, I ask them, I'm like, yo, so if you look now till the end of the season, it's fair. I think it's fair to say United will drop more points than City. And then they're like, nah. They're like, okay, yeah, I know, I get where you're coming from. And then next thing, I'm like, so you're 8 points already behind. So is it delusional to think you're still in the title race? No, we're still in the title race. I'm like, but you said we are more likely to drop
Look,
more points. And
I think-
already
I
8
think-
points behind. It's done.
Man United, Tottenham, and Chelsea are still in the title race.
Man United
Yo,
are not
look
winning the
at
title.
you, bro. Like,
That I can.
what?
boldly
But they're
say.
still
Man
in the
United
title
are not
race.
winning the
They're
title.
not winning the title just because of the way that they.
I don't care
perform
how you want to
against
put
the
it.
team.
You want to put them in the race, not put them in the race. Cool for you. They're not winning the
They're
title.
not, because of the way that they perform against the top teams. He's constantly dropping points against the top teams.
Therefore,
if you're not winning,
He's not winning the title.
if
it's
you're not
like-
beating the best, you can't
Exactly.
beat the best. Simple.
And it's sad, man. Like,
That's not really sad. You spent money.
that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying the touch of class that like Morata had versus like Lukaku. Lukaku had 0 touches in his
Lukaku
opposition
had
box,
one
guys.
touch.
Can I be honest?
Zero in his opposition box.
Can
zero.
I be brutally honest? And I'm gonna be honest. I really thought Lukaku was a better signing. I went
Yeah, I
out
know at
and
the
said
start of the season,
I
would've-
went
Oh,
out and
yes.
said
Yes.
Lukaku was a better signing.
Yes, at the start of the season, I would have said the same thing.
So I'm not gonna
Lukaku was
sit here and
better.
act as if
Can
I
I
knew.
tell you what the difference is? Pogba is missing to open the game for Lukaku.
But we spoke about that outside and
Kante
said
is back
that's.
to open the game for Morata.
Guys,
But isn't
we
that
miss-
sad
we
after
miss
the
Kante.
amount of money that they
Aye,
spend?
But guys, for me, like even
N'Golo
when,
Kante.
you know, even when United fans and these pundits talk and all stuff, talking about like Pogba missing, and I'm just like, guys, but like y'all are talking like as if Messi missing from Barcelona is almost the same as Pogba missing from
no,
United.
you don't understand.
not-
It's not the same thing. We're not saying Pogba is the same player as Messi. We're saying Pogba opens up the game enough to allow Lukaku to run free.
I agree, but I'm saying then that's a travesty.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
travesty.
That is a
then, dude.
travesty.
But look at
Like-
the way Chelsea performed with Kante back on that pitch.
we like a
Yeah,
different team
definitely.
with Kante inside.
dude, I'm
Guys,
a- be
Kante-
honest.
But Chelsea weren't trash without
They were,
Kante.
but they're just-
United are kind of.
we were terrible without Kante,
except,
though.
except at Roma though. But other than that, yes. But now what I'm saying
This
is,
guy.
No,
This guy.
I wish we were
But-
recording.
no, but one thing I can say is that like if Pogba
One
was
thing I
fit-
can say, Rudiger performed way better.
if
after
Pogba-
coming off the bench, after coming
if
off the bench.
Pogba was fit, would Mourinho have played differently? Against
still
Spurs, against Chelsea,
No.
against
Against
would he have
Liverpool.
played
No,
differently? He would
no.
have not
But
played
in this,
differently.
but in this game, it
Ah,
would have made sense for him to do that
Yeah, he
if he
would
had
have not
Pogba.
still.
But he did,
Would have not. No,
and he lost the game.
And 2 shots on
Okay,
target.
The first half.
No.
Two shots on
Compared to the other
Two
games, I know, but I agree. But compared to the other games,
wow. So he had 2 shots on target more than other
no,
games.
I'm
That
talking
makes
about how they played. That 2 shots means quality. That's a quality thing.
Yeah.
that is not That's not a setup thing.
Nah, I won't lie.
How
I
they-
think Chelsea dominated the game for me, bro. I really, for 10 minutes at the start of the game, I
Yeah.
thought United were going toe to toe. But the rest of that, I was just like,
Apparently-
Chelsea's running this midfield. For days.
Gary Neville said 10 minutes into the game, Lukaku looks up for it today.
Who?
Gary Neville.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all you needed to
that's
say.
that one goal. That
That's all you
one
needed to say.
chance he had, and then that was it.
And-
And then I even forgot that he was playing.
And then here's what's going to happen. Lukaku's going to score a hat-trick against Brighton, and everyone's going to say how
He's back.
world-class he is.
He's back.
And he's back.
Nah, guys, he's a small team player. He can score against small teams any day of the week.
Exactly.
Give him a top 6 side.
But
Don't know.
And you know what I think comes down to with small teams, he gets that 3 or 4 opportunities for him to score those 2
And
goals,
no,
or that
no,
1
like,
goal.
what I don't
Against the big teams, you're
Also,
not getting that. You're getting 1.
He must score 2, and it must be United's only 2 goals. Because he usually scores in the 4
Yeah,
that they were getting at
Because
the
they
beginning
get
of the
chances.
season.
They get chances
But-
after chances after chances. Against Chelsea, like you said, they've got 2 shots. That's all you get.
on target.
1 has to go
One
in.
of them was for Laney.
Exactly. But I'm
Came
saying,
on as a sub.
but even he had a chance as well. He didn't bury it.
Yeah, he
It
didn't bury
wasn't
it
an
at all.
easy chance. But I'm just saying, like, you get 1 or 2 maybe
And
against
the
the
one
top 4, top 5.
Now, one thing I don't like is that he was sitting there with Terranri, Lukaku, and he was going on about like how I think the fans are criticizing me and trying to judge me as a finished product. And I'm just like, fam, when you were getting all the plaudits at Everton, man, you were yassy. You were sucking it up, man. Like now,
I
when
wanna
you
play
flopping,
Champions
you
League
can't
football.
suck it
I'm
up
leaving.
No. Now I want to play Champions League football. Now you're at United, you're missing chances. Now we can't hammer you for that because you're not the finished product. Like
Yeah.
Bro,
How old is he? 23?
24.
24? No, that's come on.
But with the size, but with the size of
Yeah,
his body,
he needs to
dude.
keep quiet about that.
I mean, come on,
He's
bro.
finished.
Like,
He's 24 years
stop,
old.
man. Like,
Like,
stop
that's-
it. Bro. Like you and Kane are like almost the same age, bro. Like,
Kane is out performing
Sterling.
you in.
Sterling is the same age, isn't he?
True.
I mean,
exactly.
stop, bro. Like, stop
Although
it.
Sterling does have like 73 children.
It's only 3, guys. Is it 3 or 4? 3.
Don't disrespect his
No, I
pace like
think
that,
he's
fam.
got like 7.
7?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 3?
I know when he played for Liverpool, he had 6.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
And he was 19 at that time.
Sterling needs to chill out. Use a condom, bro.
Yeah, dude, yo.
Yeah.
No glove, no love, man.
My hero,
Who was having
Sterling.
him?
Your hero is Sterling.
Yeah.
I wanna
Wait, children?
I wanna.
Hey, why not? Extended family can afford it. What is he on? 120 a week?
Yeah, something like that.
My
He's
hero. My
alright.
hero is the Everton squad. Take
I actually
a
don't
bow,
have a
fellas.
hero.
My hero is the Everton
My
squad.
hero
Take a bow.
is Morata. What a class header.
My hero, I actually want to split it
I'm trying to see
between
here.
Eriksen, Kante, and Mane.
Jesus.
Just
Okay.
because I think they all deserve praise. None of them got goals, but if it wasn't for them, what is going on here?
Sorry, I changed my wallpaper to Morata. I was just showing checks.
Wow. But that celebration was quality. I did, yeah.
Bow and arrow.
Oh, like
Continue, Siobhan.
Oh snap!
Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Please tweet that photo so people can see it.
Okay.
Ericsson, Mane.
Eriksen, Mane, and Kante. Just because even though they didn't get 3 goals, I don't think any of the teams would have won.
Yeah, and Kante wasn't at his best. Let's be
Yeah,
quite
if
honest.
they wouldn't
still
have
coming back
performed the
from
way that
Yeah.
they did
So
if it wasn't for them. So I just
that
think
says a lot.
Sorry to cut you there, Siobhan, but Liverpool would have still won without money.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that,
Yes,
that,
but I
that for
do
sure.
think-
That for sure.
Sorry, I'm choking here. I do think that he deserves it because yes, Liverpool would have still won if it wasn't for him. But to come back from injury and have that kind of performance.
Yeah.
And he's another professional. Like when I say
Yeah.
professional
And I'm also
footballer,
really,
comes
really
in,
keen
does
to
what he
meet
needs
him
to
on
do,
Friday.
gets out. Simple.
I'm also really keen to meet him on Friday.
My hero is Sean Dyche. I think, yeah, I'm starting to rate him.
Told you 0, bro.
Didn't perform. My 0 are West Ham players.
Is it?
Can we blame players for once, please? Jesus.
My 0 is the referees in the 90th national game.
Which we're all gonna lose anyway.
Absolutely
Trash. I
Yo,
agree.
bro, like I mean that offside call was the biggest one.
Yeah, but Arsenal was sour at the
fam,
end.
because like I said, goal changed the game a little bit, man. And then before you know it, it's like
Did you hear Arsenal's post match?
yeah, he
I
said
didn't.
Jesus, the standard is
Yo.
dropping by the
yeah,
year.
dude,
What?
and then he was like Sterling dives well.
You know.
Yo,
He has a
like,
reputation.
I was like, bro, this
why
guy-
ain't the refs
In those
look?
words.
No,
he was slating.
He
bro.
literally
He was
said the
slating.
standard is dropping.
If you could see Judenmai's face, like our reactions right now.
Yeah,
And he
Because
said
I
it
didn't-
so
I didn't- I
calm.
didn't
Like he
watch the
wasn't
post
he
match.
wasn't angry, he was so calm.
yeah, dude. Like it's sad, bro. Like that penalty was soft, man. And
Yeah, I don't lie.
like anything could have happened, bro. But like, look, we would have lost too.
Yeah, and that's the sad part because you would have lost anyway. Why they didn't need like two dubious decisions. For
And
you
then
to-
Pep Guardiola makes a remark by saying, "Yeah, when Arsenal beat Burnley with the handball at last minute," I was like, Like, stop, bro. Yo.
You're winning the league. You don't want to win. Now you want to win everything and arguments.
Winning the league, bro. Oh, sorry, Morata's
Okay,
talking.
the league is in your hands to
Morata's
lose.
talking.
Yeah, the league is in your hands. You can say that. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Your zeros, Arsene, Jude.
My
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I didn't really have a zero this week. I've been thinking.
How
But
do you not
Mourinho?
think Lukaku was a zero? Dude? Chose the wrong club.
guys, Lukaku's my zero for this week.
Chose the wrong club.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't choose him for Chelsea now.
Now.
He can stay there, dude.
This is me picking a zero on the spot. I'm gonna say
Lukaku.
no. I'm gonna say Jose Mourinho.
Oh, shame, man. What did you do?
He didn't do the sign this week.
No, besides him not doing the sign,
I love Mourinho.
he showed his cracks. And for such a great manager, why are you showing me there?
No, I'm saying like I'm doing the Mourinho
the Mourinho
thing.
dance.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking like for a manager of his caliber to panic that much when your team goes a goal down.
I've never seen a panic like his face showed
he
panic.
literally
He knew he was in shit.
He was looking
Like,
at his notepad.
his world fell out of his ass, to put it lightly. And for him to crack that much, to me just says he's worried. There's something
Should be.
bigger going on at United that he's not happy about, and
It's like that notepad had the answers, but there was nothing there.
no, did you see he was writing and then he scratched it out, then he
The
wrote again,
Benitez
and then he
pad.
scratched.
The Benitez bad.
That is the Benitez bed.
My mom always like she plays games when the football is on, but she'll like chop up with like the weirdest things. So she'll be like, "Oh, he must be writing Lukaku must goal, scratch him out. De Gea stood still, scratch him out."
Nah,
But I kid you not, though.
De Gea is not Superman, guys. Relax.
But guys,
Y'all
what-
can't expect
No,
De Gea
but
to-
I've never
seen
seen-
De Gea stand still.
Like I said before, everybody stood. Like who didn't stand?
stood
Everyone was on. Like even he stood still in the air. Morata stood still in the air. Like he
It was
hung
just
in the
a
air.
Beautiful goal.
Brilliant header.
There was one player who was a passenger though, Mkhitaryan.
Oh,
Ew. I didn't even know
anyway-
he was playing until he was
But
subbed off.
his standard is
Can we also
dropping by
can we also give,
game by game.
tops or what is the
Props.
word?
Props.
That's the word. Chops.
You're very tight. Sorry,
I
Siobhan
am,
is very
I'm
tight,
sorry,
guys.
And I'm not well, but props to Aspilicueta. Yes, I was like, I'm
You are
dying.
tired.
Yeah, he's-
as for Luqueta.
Because
One was
day
saying
in day out, I was like,
Best defender
he
in the
will
league.
put in those crosses and find Morata's head, and Morata
Complete
will score.
defender.
Do you know he has
It's beautiful.
the third
to
most
watch.
assists in
Yep.
the league.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Right
Aspilicueta.
You told us before, and I checked it out, Jep. He is.
He has 5 assists
Amazing.
and all for Morata. How's that?
Wow, that's dope. That's really dope. Because we have to have a goal.
One
of-
behind Kevin De Bruyne.
the
by
goal of the weekend, guys.
It has
For
to
me,
be-
Oh yeah, we
Morata.
said we're gonna be doing goal of the year. It has to be
Alvaro
Morata.
Morata.
Alvaro
It has
Morata
to
for
go to
me.
Morata. Just because you explained it now, he jumped and he
Everyone-
hung.
paused in air like
Just
time.
chilling.
stopped.
And that's
The
why I don't
world
even-
stopped.
I don't even blame like De Gea for not.
Yeah, that's what I'm
moving.
saying.
Those
He-
type of goals is like
that's
ah,
gonna
you
happen.
couldn't do anything about it, man.
And you look stupid if you move.
That's
You
quality,
actually do.
man. That's
You
quality.
dive and you don't get there.
Can we
Because
also?
you're gonna be like, sorry, dude, but you're gonna be like, have you seen that video of the little kid? And they're like, oh, take a friend that's got really bad reflexes like this, and
They
the brother
throw-
hits him in the face with the ball, and then like you can count to 3, and then he like jumps at the ball.
Yeah, that's
That's what
he was gonna
Gea
jump
would have
after it
looked
went
like.
in.
Yes.
And guys, can we also credit Bakayoko for making that run to draw Smalling
Guys,
out
relax.
to
We're
make
not
space?
crediting Bakayoko for a damn
Yes.
thing.
And his blue hair.
Good for him for that. Then the blue hair. That's all he did.
Didn't Phil Jones score an own
That's
goal?
all he did, Jude.
No,
I'm not
But if it
going-
wasn't for him, the
Morata
goal
scored
wouldn't have been there.
But
Good.
Morata pushed him.
But we're not gonna put his name out there now.
We're gonna put his
Fine.
name out there now. We're like,
He's not Morata.
you know, Kante.
Can we talk about that? We can talk about Kante.
No,
quite.
quite-
That we can do.
Kante was
Team of the
crazy.
weeks, please.
Team of the week. Okay, Kulak Mum go quickly. 4-4-2. Goalkeeper Couture. Right back Aspilicueta. Left back Leighton Baines. Centre back Ojo Matip. Another centre back Steve Cook. Right winger Mohamed Salah. Left winger Sadio Mane. Centre mid Kevin De Bruyne. Other centre mid South African Andrew Sermon. And striker went with Heung-min Song. And my other striker was Niase. And my manager of the weekend Antonio Conte. Take a bow.
My team of the week, goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel. I thought he made some brilliant
Yeah,
saves
he
to save the
did.
point for Leicester. In defense, Aspilicueta, Harry Maguire, Steve Cook, Leighton Baines. Then in midfield, Mohamed Salah, Heung-min Song. and Kevin De Bruyne, as well as Mane. And up front, Glenn Murray and Alvaro Morata.
I don't have a tip of the week, I told you.
Cool. Mine will be Nick Pope. Has he been called up for England?
No.
No. Okay.
No, 'cause
Nick
Pope
Pope.
was-
And he's deputizing for Elliot as well. So does Elliot come back?
I just think Pope
Oh,
is
yeah.
Is it Elliot?
Heaton.
Heaton, sorry,
I
not
think
Elliot.
Elliot
Heaton.
is a better keeper.
Heaton,
anyway.
Heaton,
I
Heaton,
think
Heaton, Heaton.
Pope is a better keeper. Anyway.
I think so.
Yo,
Anyway, Nick Pope in goalkeeper. Leighton Baines scored a late penalty.
and an assist.
Andreas Christensen.
Oh, he had a
He
quality.
played a very good game. Joel Matip. Wow. Joel Matip, a Liverpool defender.
It was
Caesar-
a goal though. Hey, he was very lucky.
But he, yeah.
There, goals are goals.
I was about to say he's looking better, then I realized it was West Ham. Cesar Azpilicueta, the best defender in the league. In midfield, N'Golo Kante didn't look hundreds, but
still
Jesus,
coming
he
back from
played.
injury.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
he affected the game.
Yes.
Clearly.
We missed him, dude.
Another person, Matt Ritchie, they lost
But
to
he's
Bournemouth,
in the
but
shit.
he's the type of they lost to Bournemouth, but he's the type of player Bournemouth need, if that makes sense.
He should have stayed at Bournemouth.
If that makes sense. Kevin De Bruyne up front, I play a 3 with Son, Salah, and Jadon Shaqiri. That is it.
That was it.
Are we...
Stop.
Should we do preview?
Because it's next week.
Yeah, let's do preview next week.
Yeah, preview next week.
What are
Okay.
we talking about?
I don't know. what
Go
we're talking about.
Bafana.
Next week we just I guess we could. Jesus, can we? Should we talk
can
about
we
the
give
fun?
a special shout out to Pirlo, who
Retired.
Retired.
Oh,
What a
shit.
legend.
I also think that he is one of the most underrated. Like we all know that
Whoever
he's a legend,
underrates
but, like,
Pirlo is
Nah,
a fucking
No.
idiot.
Yeah.
What I'm saying-
Yeah, I don't
What
think
I'm
he's
saying,
underrated.
wait, you didn't let me finish. You all just jumped on me.
No, 'cause
Yeah,
you said
son.
No, we're not jumping on you. We're jumping on people that underrate
Yes, sis,
Pirlo.
can you just wait?
Okay.
Your voice is gonna be dead by the time you finish
Yo,
that.
you people. Thank
Yes.
goodness I don't speak for a
Pirlo.
living. I just make radio. Andre Pirlo is not underrated because we watch football, so we know the greatness of what he stands for. No.
What he does.
What he does.
Yes, we know how great he is, but I'm saying he's never been on the level of Cristiano Ronaldo or,
David
Messi
Beckham,
or David
or-
Beckham, just because he wasn't that good looking or whatever. But so in that sense, he was underrated. And when he retired, we were all like, "Oh, this guy still plays."
Classy player.
But he took some of the greatest free kicks I've ever seen.
In my life.
One of like the most special penalty takers. Like just cool, calm, collected, so cheeky with the way that he took his penalties. I mean,
make
he
the
was
keeper
one
go
of the
the other
main
way.
reasons why Italy won the World Cup in 2006. And I just think that we need to shout him out, eh?
And to be fair, there's only like a handful of midfielders that can transform a midfield.
Yeah.
Like Pogba is at United.
I mean, he retired at the
Yes.
age of...
You're honest. like,
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
he
so true.
transformed that Juventus midfield. Marquinhos looked like a fucking world-class midfielder when he was playing.
Exactly.
Vidal as well, huh?
You know
Vidal as well.
You know what I mean? Like these players looked incredible.
But
And
one
to
thing-
play...
One thing I can credit like Andre Pirlo for is that like he never looked like he ever sprinted in the game. Man.
No!
But man, he controlled that midfield.
Ozil
Like,
should take a
you
page
are
out of his
forgetting
book.
He's retiring at the age of 38.
Outfield player.
38, and he could outrun the best of them.
Yeah, look, he amazing player.
Sorry, just when you said outrun, it made me think of this video that I saw where Jesse Lingard got outrun by a 39-year-old ref. But let's move on.
Ref pull a hammy as well.
Yeah. Oh, in the which game was it? It was Leicester's game. It was the Leicester game.
They had that much
Yeah.
Ref pulled a hammy. They had to replace him.
Jesse Lingard.
Also, I think with me and my 1 meter legs, I could probably outrun Lingard.
Shame.
Just saying.
Poor Lingard.
Oh, Lingard.
No, they did. They did. Yeah. Shame.
Yeah, we can talk about England.
Should we do an England podcast?
I was joking.
Should I bring in a guest and then we suddenly chat to the guest and we profile a guest?
Actually, let's do that.
Yeah?
Who's that?
I'll bring in a guest next week.
Okay, and
I don't know nothing
we
about
ask the player or the guest questions and stuff.
Yeah. And we'll chat English Premier League with...
Okay, then
I'd,
Said
I'd,
guest.
I'd
In
love,
fact,
I'd love,
do you know what I'll do?
I'd love to ask Wayne Sandler's one question.
you see? He's the
You see, Shakes, you are horrible. Actually, you're very
no,
mean.
I'd love to ask you one
No,
question.
you know what?
What-
You know
Lisa,
what?
what's the one
Scrap that.
question?
I'm not bringing
Oh,
anyone into the
I wanna hear the
situation.
question.
I was
What's the
gonna ask him
question?
what's his favorite color. What question would you guys think?
Nah, don't lie, dog.
I was gonna ask him.
Shakes is gonna be like so, halfway line.
So you know, on the field when you draw the halfway line.
I was gonna bring you guys a player who's played in the Premier League, but never mind.
Was this Dean Furman, yeah?
No.
He
And
never-
Dean Furman will be on international duty anyway.
Okay, who has played in the Premier League?
Bye bye. It's the Bond Free Podcast.